Hello there and welcome to my channel Novice Modelling in a Midlife Crisis. My name is Andy and we're up to episode 7 of building the Iron Maiden Spitfire Mark II Aces High by Revell, which is a level 4 kit in the 132 scale, kit number O5688. And where we've got to so far, as we can see, is we've painted it, we've primed it, we've painted the underneath in grey. We've painted the top surfaces in brown. We've utilised our new toy, which is the camouflage plastic putty for the airbrush by AK, which was recommended by Preacher CPT and Dean Byrne. Thanks, guys. Good shout, it seems, so far. We've also painted our first figures in about 20 years, the 2 eddies that are provided. They ain't perfect, but they're pretty good for a sort of first go at painting, I reckon. I've previously been terrified of doing figures, and this kind of gives me a little bit of confidence to sort of move on and try some more. So we're going to peel the mask off now, live, I suppose. So, kind of fun. What I think we'll do is we're going to have to peel the masking putty off first. So, drum roll. Let's see how this goes. I've noticed this wing flap has become very, very unstable. I must have knocked it at some point. So, well, it's not looking too bad. There we go. There's the first piece. There's another piece off the wing. So apparently this stuff is reusable. So it's going to save a fortune on masking tape. Sorry about that, Tamia. And there's some more coming off. That looks pretty good, doesn't it? What a brilliant, brilliant stuff this is. I mean, we started using this after we had some misadventures with our Panther 135 scale by Tamia, where we tried using some white tack. We then moved on to Play-Doh, which is kind of similar to this, but it left a rather nasty residue all over everything. But this is tailor-made for model kits, and so far it's looking the business, even though this is my first go at using it. So yeah, oh, that's a bit angular. Never mind, we can touch that up a little bit, I reckon. Oh, that's pretty good. Oh, pretty happy with that. Yes, awesomeness. Let's get this bit off this wing here. Yeah, it's got a few little problems, but hey, look at that there. Wee, awesome. So let's get this bit off the wing. Now I've tried to copy the diagrams as supplied by Revell. It's not perfect, but my models don't tend to come out perfect, so I ain't unduly bothered. So let's just have a look at the diagram for the wings. And it's not a million miles away, I don't think. We can round a few of the edges off. Well, yeah, that's all right. And there. Yeah, I'm pretty chuffed with that. Okay, so let's get this mask off the bottom. This was done using some Tamia masking tape, which is rather expensive, and some cheap and nasty stuff to fill in the blanks that I got off Amazon. Let's see what we got underneath. Have we got much bleeding? That is the question. Ooh, that's all right. Whoops. And the good thing about this AK putty is it's reusable. It cost about £12, I think I might have mentioned. So let's just, oh, we haven't taken this bit off here, that's one of our problems. There's another bit there. Yeah, we'll do that bit later. Don't want to take up too much of your valuable time. I realise I kind of go to town on the masking tape. I'm just scared of, sort of messing up stuff that I've already done with a bit of overspray. I know a lot of people don't bother going to this length, but it's the way I've started, so it's the way I'm just going to carry on. I reckon. It's this front bit here, let's have a look. See, this one's a different colour. This is the Tamiya. So I've used the Tamiya on the sort of important edges. That's not too bad. What we got around here? Yes. Oh, let's look at, oh. And the wingtip has finally given way. I kind of thought that might happen. Don't mind, we'll get a bit of glue on that. It's the least of our problems. So far this kit has been pretty good to put together, I've got to be honest with you. I had a bit of a misstep with the interior of the cockpit that I didn't quite do right, which led to a bit of a faux pas with the fuselage, but I think I've filled that in okay. Let's just have a quick check on that. So it's there, you can see it. There's a little bit of a mark there. So let's get this bit off down here. Somebody's told me this is quite therapeutic to watch this stuff, so there you go. Maybe I should do it a little bit slower. Ta-da! And we've got a little bit of overspray here. We can sort that out. Got no problems here. The Tamiya tape has worked a hell of a lot better than the other stuff that I've been using, I've got to be honest with you. I've lost my wingtip. That's no great big deal. There's a couple of bits that are a bit angular, so sort of here. But otherwise, yeah, I'm quite happy with that. That looks pretty damn good, even if I may say so myself. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to fix this wingtip. I'm going to head off into the bathroom. I'm going to throw some satin varnish on this, and then we'll get some decals on. So back in a mo. We're back again. So as you can see, we've now got our first layer of varnish on, for which I used Vallejo satin, because that's my kind of preferred variant at the moment. I've done a little bit of sort of expanding of the green. I don't know if you can see this particular one here, where I just had some angular edges and I've just sort of rounded some of them off. Some of it didn't really come out too well, so I think I'm pretty much just going to leave this as it is. We also realised we forgot to include our sky band on here. It's a little bit wonky, I'm afraid. It's kind of got straight edges, but there are some kind of odd angles. I'm just going to leave it as it is, because like I've said previously, I don't do perfect models, so I just kind of enjoy making them and getting them as good as I currently can. So we're going to throw some of the decals on now, which there's quite a few. There are actually two different variations that you can do, or three different variations actually. There is the full Iron Maiden top and side here. There are two options on the bottom. You can go with the RAF roundels or Iron Maiden Aces High. I might try and put both of these on. I'm not sure whether it's possible, but I might have a go. Or you can do it as just a standard RAF variant as well. So we're going with the Iron Maiden inspired one, obviously, and I might try and put the roundels and the Iron Maiden Aces High on, because I just fancy doing that. So we'll be back shortly with some decals on. See you in a minute. And we're back again. So what we've done so far is we've put the bulk of the decals on. As you can see, we've got the markings on the side, we've got the 666, we've got the flashes on the tail, we've got the little Iron Maiden specific decals on as well. We've got our wing roundels on. We've got a bit of a lump here where there is a little lump on the wing. We've got our machine gun patches on. They're a little bit wonky, but yeah, whatever. The main thing I've actually done though is I've sort of differed from the provided decals somewhat. And let's just get them out here. There's actually two options provided. So as you can see, option one is Iron Maiden Aces High across the underside of the wing, and option two is some RAF roundels in a large type. Now, as you can probably see here, there is the requirement to have part of the underside of the wing protruding through the red part of the roundel. And I don't know, I couldn't figure out how to do that. I tried cutting it with a hobby knife and ended up making a horrible triangle mess in the middle. So what I decided to do, so I could kind of use both Iron Maiden and roundels, is I selected some smaller roundels and I opted to put the Iron Maiden Aces High across the leading edge of the wing instead. So I kind of like it. It's kind of, you know, gives me both options, and I was struggling with putting these big ones. They were supposed to go over here, and this is the parts that they were going to go over, and I just couldn't get my head around it. So I'm quite happy with how that's turned out. We got a load of sort of caution and warning bits and bobs still to go on. We're going to do them later because we're kind of decaled out for the moment. So what we're going to do is we're going to draw our divert our attention to our propeller blades, our wheels, and all the rest of it, and we're going to go and have a go at finishing the painting off of those. So we'll be back shortly, I suppose, for another edition. So bye for now. And we're back again. So as you can see, we managed to get our propeller on now. We've also got it standing on its own feet, if you like. We've got the undercarriage and the tail wheel in place, and we've also put our engine cowlings on as well. Our engine, what are these called? Engine cowlings, something like that. And what I've done with those is I painted those in dark iron XF84, and then I diluted some XF28 down with some thinner, that's dark copper, and I just put that over the dark grey to give it a sort of rusty sort of effect. We've done a bit of touching up in the cockpit. We have kind of figured out that our Eddie figure, who is supposed to sit in the cockpit, he's got a bit of a big backside, so we're not quite sure whether he's actually going to fit in or not. We haven't painted the cockpit canopy up yet, but it does kind of look like he's going to go in. So yeah, so that kind of works. So we're going to go away now. I'm going to paint up the cockpit canopy. We're going to figure out what extra decals we need to put on from this little pile here. We need to put our little flap aileron type things on, and then we're all done basically. So the next video for this will be the completed one, when it's had all these last little bits put on and it's had its top coat of varnish put on as well. So yeah, we're all done. Not gone 100% perfect, but I think it's pretty reasonable so far. So hopefully, like I said, the channel's 1 year old on February the 17th, so hopefully this completed kit will be up at some point on that day. So thanks for following this little adventure, and I'll be seeing you soon. Be seeing you.